Hello and welcome to AHS Indians Week 3. We're back here with a bit of a new voice, well, two to be exact. We have, I am your, main host, Bloodworks, and then I have my co-host here.
Uh, you can call me either Slivre or Sliv. It doesn't matter. But I'm here too, I guess.
We'll cut over here to the game.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So, we're looking over here. We have Rectangle Man, Son of Poseidon, and Jing, Passive Noobs, and
Pineapple.
Pineapple, all in here. We're here dealing with there's a Widowmaker, Kiriko, there's an Ana, and
Some other characters.
Reinhardt. It's our first time doing this. We're not going to be the best, but
Oh well.
we're doing what we can.
You can probably hear them in the background.
It happens.
Audio, am I right?
So, seems that the enemy team here, Xavier, has a bit of an early start for capturing the point here.
If you can't hear, it seems like they plan on rushing.
So they're contesting the point, but it seems like they have a strong lead, at least here. Xavier made the mistake of rushing in first, which never really works out too much because while Xavier's team was focused on the point, our guys here at AHS was here focused on
Getting the point back.
getting the point back and working as a team together to do that.
Yeah.
So far in this season, we've won both of the games that we've played so far, and we're looking to make this a third. We've had some interesting players that have come on, and I think that this is probably by far one of our best years for Overwatch, with the most teamwork that we've ever seen from this. I'm not really too much of a fanatic for the game, but I still feel that it can be done with a indescribable nature to where their teamwork is something that they had to train for hard.
Kind of like what Deacon said, I'm also not a huge fanatic of the game. In fact, I've never even played Overwatch before, but I will admit, while the team can be a little loud, they're at least communicating, which works obviously extremely well when your teammates know what you're trying to do.
So this is, at least from what I know, it's the first time that you've really seen Overwatch played competitively.
I've seen clips, but I don't normally watch competitive Overwatch, let alone play. But yeah, I guess you could say this is my first time.
So is there anything from a viewer standpoint that you think would want to be known about the whole duality in nature of how they play so well together whenever it's mostly a team game, but there's still some solo aspect in there?
I think one thing that makes them help out a lot is they not only have some practice games before they play to practice on their teamwork, but they ask and make sure who's playing tank or rush, for example, and when they actually sit down and talk about who's gonna play who and who's good at who, which character. And I think that that's what helps them out a lot is their pre-discussions.
So, seems here that we've taken back the point, and we're trying to get the majority lead over this game. It seems like their team is a bit more scattered after the push that we have just done here. Our team still seems to be strong with their team formation.
It looks like they try to go more for highlight reel kind of plays, except for here.
And it seems the enemy team has sort of done a drop on our team. Our Reinhardt's still going strong here as well as our Kiriko. But our McCree and Anna kind of got wiped here.
Yeah.
All right, so we scored the first objective here, and we're hoping to get a second so that way we can at least win this first game. I think that you know this entire like setup here that they have. I don't think they'll be. Okay.
Oh, who
So
changed?
okay, so they switched from. So they switched to a Ash now. So now they have about 4. Okay, and then passive noob switched to Torbjorn instead of Cassidy. So it seems that there's at least 3 of them have more like sniper varied elements. So it seems like that they're just going to be sort of shooting
on the
behind
lookout.
Ryan's shield to
And
try and poke at least a few of them.
it seems a little smart for them to have like sniping teams, because if you have sniping characters, because if you have someone whose main objective is be on like lookout and stuff like that, they can help prevent stuff like the drop that happened in the last objective.
Okay, so it seems that we've got some good healing, at least for our tank here, who's in the middle of all of them and is doing great here, defeating both of their supports before
were
dying,
saying.
though. He got to both of their supports, and that's what they needed there. It seems that their Tracer seems to be one of the last ones alive. Tracer and Orisa. But those shouldn't be too awful hard without any backup. Ryan's here coming back.
Which is
And
good
then-
thing. Oh,
Oh, that was a great sleep from Anna here.
Tracer has officially decided it was nap time.
So, is there anything that, like, you're still confused about the whole Overwatch game as a concept?
No, I get it as a concept. It's a really good concept. I just need to learn all of the names still, because there are quite a few characters, to say the least, and I just gotta learn them all. I know it's weird to have a commentator who has never. It's weird to have someone commentate who's never played the game before.
But your experience in broadcasting seems to overshadow the fact that you don't know the
Broadcasting,
game.
I used to stream on my own as well.
Oh, I actually didn't know that one.
I streamed to like maybe 5 viewers.
Hey,
But-
you got to do what you got to do to grow.
It was I had a really
So-
bad Minecraft YouTube channel. So
Most
that's
of the
where
team got wiped here.
Yeah.
It seems like Ryan might be the last one here,
Yeah,
and
but
Ryan's easily gone down.
okay.
We do have a lead for the point at the minute.
Yeah.
So I believe
We do
that
still
with
have
one strong push, we could probably win this game. Take it for us.
We still have a Cassidy.
We got
Everyone's back.
a Cassidy, and it seems like most of them have their ults up. So it seems like this might be a little bit of an ult rush.
Maybe, yeah, it looks like.
So Kiriko used their ult to speed up,
Okay,
heal
one-
most of the team with defense.
Yeah.
Let me get behind you! Oh my god. I couldn't get shattered because the Orisa was body blocking the teammate.
So-
Poseidon seems to sound a little angry.
That's rectangle man.
Like, no offense, but
So,
Oops.
we also have a few others that aren't playing this match. I believe.
I've been working around
I believe that we've got.
Our lead seems to be decreasing by a lot. At some point, we might not. We might have to take back the lead. Yeah, we're gonna need to take back the lead here soon, but that doesn't seem to be. Well,
Doesn't seem
it
to
might be a
be.
little bit of a problem, because this team, Xavier seems to know what they're doing currently, which is secure pretty much camp the point. Which is, obviously what you want to do.
All right, so we have Cassidy a bit around for like a flank. Okay, so we switched to a BAP instead of an Ana for more widespread healing.
It
but
kind of seems
also
like,
better just
from
to
a
attack.
from a viewer standpoint, it kind of seems like our team's getting desperate for a point that they are 99%. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so we got the point there after contesting it, but I think we can at least get up to match their 99 before,
Maybe, yeah.
before anything bad were to happen.
Hopefully.
Kiriko's were just in the middle, doing their best to keep the Rhine alive.
Okay, we seem to be. Oh boy. We seem to be at least getting our point.
We've got a Widow taking some snipes on the at least DPS and support in the back while they try and deal with the main tank there.
Okay, we're gonna match their 99% definitely, or we take
All
the
right.
point back.
So
That was definitely
game 1 we took there. It was surprisingly close.
Yeah, especially
Surprisingly
near
close
the
near
end.
the end, but
Oh,
as
and
we see
Rectangle
as
Man got play of the game.
Rectangle Man here with
let's
his
see
play of the
this.
game.
Let's watch this.
Was not a roll. They had 87%.
Jacob, you and I almost have the exact same game.
And this is during that first match whenever he basically team killed
Yeah, he
most of the
basically just
team.
wiped everyone.
And so here we'll cut to like a intermission here.
Yeah.
So we've had, I think they might end up, so we've got 3 people that we could probably swap out. I think only 2 of them are here today though, but we might end up putting Chivalon someone in. Someone he plays a good bit of DPS damage, and then Chivalon plays mainly support, but he's one of the better ones we have at it. I believe that this team's probably been one of the best that we've had all season so far. Seemed to be pretty even for both of the games, with not much no one team had the upper hand for 100% of that match. It was
I think maybe like the first round. I think we had the upper hand that entire time, but then second round happened, and even I started getting a little worried once I saw that they were trying to capture the point back at 99%.
yeah, but contesting
clutch
the
up.
point was something that they were focused on there, and
It seems like Xavier is more focused on capturing the point and just kind of staying there, while our team's focused on contesting and making sure nothing happens, obviously, but they're also focused on pretty much just the whole game in general.
it seems that Xavier has more of a bigger lead at the very start of games, and then they
kind of scatter.
scatter and slow down a bit as they go because they're trying to keep building their teammates back up, but we keep wiping them out.
It's kind of like what I said earlier. It looks like Xavier tries to go for more highlight reel points,
Yeah.
whereas we're more focused on winning.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it doesn't matter if we do anything fancy as long as we win. For them, I think it looks like they're trying to do like really good plays,
okay, and it
but that's it.
okay, and it seems
We own Kings Row. We
Go ahead.
own Kings Row.
so it seems like that we're not making any changes to our roster here this next game, but maybe if we win this next game, we might change it up, or if we lose.
If we lose, they'll definitely change.
Well, in the future, we could do that. That's not what the
Rectangle Man seems to be our main and only tank that we really have.
I'd say they're definitely going to keep Rectangle Man
I
because
think Rectangle Man's gonna stay in
he
as
seems
the
to be really good
Reinhardt
with
there.
Reinhardt right now.
I think he's the best player that we have on the team currently as a Masters rank.
Okay, yeah. Well, that does explain a lot.
So we've been in the VHEL league recently, at least this year, and it seems to provide us with a lot more better matchups that we might have not been able to have if we stuck with our original league. But even though it's not free and it does cost a bit of money to enter, I think that all of our players find it indefinitely worth it for at least the price we paid, which wasn't too high for any esports league. We'll probably end up sticking with this company for
A while.
at least another year at minimum. Seems that next up will be Seems next up will be Kings Row.
Yeah, red is first plus to hit 3 wins.
So we'll go over here back to the game. So it's gonna be.
But we don't know what it's going to be right now because it seems they might still be selecting.
At the minute, they're still selecting, but soon we'll be able to get into the match, see what's going on here.
Should have put
See
the
what-
match starting soon. Oh, wait, that's stream starting soon. Okay.
Okay, so we've got Bap and Kiriko.
Obviously, we stuck
Um,
with Reinhardt.
Okay, so we got a May, Reinhardt, and a Widowmaker. Okay, so
Ryan, Tracer, May.
Yeah, they have May too.
That's fine. We have back.
So what
Okay,
we do
seems like they might have
if you
found.
block off that left wing,
so we found what they have, and it seems to be something similar to a comp that we have. But I think that our players will play it better and take in the match.
Seems that their idea was that May stays back. Clearly, that's not happening right now.
They're behind that.
But they did discuss what they were gonna do. Apparently, they have Soldier 76. The other team does.
Zane.
The other team's got Soldier, I believe, but we easily took care of that there. And we wiped out their tank here, so it's kind of a free point for us, at least for this.
For now.
So we're attacking for this round, so we have to. They are basically defending for what we need to get.
Yeah, we're playing very aggro currently, but at the same time, it seems like we're playing the perfect level of defense and offense right now, which is, of course, really good because.
So we'll cut over here to our Ryan, who's doing his best to at least stay alive, as the tank is the foundation of the team. Meanwhile, our other players are here helping to escort the payload and bring it closer to us winning at
Seems
least
like
this
there's a
round.
Rhine fight going on right now.
There's a Rhine fight going on right now.
Oh my gosh,
but-
they took it to the back alley.
So, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan into Overwatch, but it is interesting to see.
In all
As,
honesty, the amount of colors is making my eyes hurt, but
well,
least
I
I'm
mean,
seeing
hey, you signed up for the job,
you volunteered me.
but you said yes,
Yeah,
and that's what
I need
matters.
something to do on Tuesdays.
So, that we're at least going to be taking over unless our performance is inadequate for what needs to happen. But I don't think that'll happen.
Unless I get told, hey, you suck, stop this.
Over the course of the next few weeks, we should get better to where next year it's more of a more welcoming, accommodating
No, they're shattering.
stream, so that way we know how to describe things to people more than we do now.
Well, I obviously need to learn Overwatch.
I feel the exact same way. I know a bit more because I've played the game a few, but
Ryan. Oh man.
okay. So our Bap's still here, sort of trying to escape the Tracer after him while healing on the Widow. They're waiting for their team to pile back up. Ryan's going up front, so Bap's gonna follow here to try and heal. But we've still got quite a bit of time to get this down. So
Nail, rush, and shatter.
we've got 3 of our ults ready to go, so we might see an ult rush here in the near future.
More than likely, yeah.
Zen.
This Zen seem to be on the healers.
Tracer behind. Oh, she's in front now.
Yeah, I mean,
I got long
it's kind of smart from them.
Nice.
Well, Zen's also a healer, so I don't see it as the
Well, I don't know. I
I
didn't know
don't
that.
I don't see it as the best of choices, but Zen's got one of the better damage dealing moves of any healer in the game.
I heard him.
So, let's see, we'll cut over to our May here. Alright, so, oh, that was a great wall placement that they could just corner and get rid of the Rhine.
5-player.
Nice. So we just did a, I believe that was a team kill. So now we've basically just got this point for free.
Yeah. Unless
12 seconds, 12 seconds.
unless they start rushing again like that. 12 seconds.
Kitsune!
Trapped. Oh boy.
So,
Ah!
Got that.
Okay, we have sights and we have window.
BAP still seems to be doing okay, but the rest of the team, not so much,
The
at
rest of
least.
the team just got
So-
wiped. Oh boy.
BAP's kind of just,
Honestly, we have
BAP's keeping his distance while waiting for the rest of his team to push just the little extra bit that they need. So Ryan's going in up front here, trying to get the
It looks like
pale.
from what I heard, it sounds like they might just be trying to hold the. Seems like they might just be trying to hold it here. Obviously that won't work because the team's gonna want to kill them.
Nice.
No, we don't.
Riptide.
Well.
Too much damage.
They're getting back by now, so.
So
Wait, did we use?
that was another team push that we didn't do too awful well on, but
Yeah, it's fine.
we don't have too much to go for that payload, so we're trying to get it as close as we can.
Yeah. I think if we can just, make it sound so easy, just get another team kill.
If we can just very easily kill the entire team, we should be
Xavier's
perfectly
gonna
okay.
watch this stream and they're gonna be like, they're gonna just be insulting us.
So, Xavier does seem to be a pretty good team though overall. They've got some pretty good team composition.
Yeah, they were. They seem to. They seem to have gotten their team communication or at least team compatibility up, but like they're definitely not as scattered as before. What?
So, Ryan, so
That
we're trying
happened.
to at least keep this as good as we can here. We almost have Blizzard ready, which might end up helping us with.
And apparently we do have Blizzard ready now.
Yeah. So we got Blizzard ready. Ryan's back.
You only have your wheels. Ride it back. We stay
Nice,
safe.
nice, nice.
All right.
And that's the first.
So we
round.
took round 1 with 1:07 to spare. So in this second game, we're clutching it up here.
Apparently someone said you fell off.
So yeah, there we saw that.
We saw that Xavier's team just their overall ability to work together increased.
In defense, they're gonna have that tracer.
That's gonna be a little difficult, especially like once they realize, oh shoot, we're a team. We should probably work as one.
And then now we're here to play defense against the other team, just like Xavier was. So we're probably gonna switch up our composition here
More than likely.
with our heroes here trying to find.
I'm fairly confident that we got this. All right.
So we've got Anna and Bap for our supports here. We've got Ryan as always with his great shield for defense. And then we have
Baker and May.
then we've got Widow and May.
So pretty much the same team.
The same team, but they're gonna play in a much more defensive manner.
Thankfully, from what I realized, our team is pretty decent at defense. Overall, our team's really good.
Our team being national championship winners of last season.
Yeah, no need to brag, but
But we're gonna just
we're gonna humble brag.
We got some school spirit here. You know how it is. So
We've got a decent team, all right.
we've got some good esports teams.
We're okay.
We also started up the Smash Bros. Team this year, which seems to be going pretty well for the most part.
I might be. Speaking of, I am potentially joining, but only if
So you'll be there for like tryouts?
I'll only try out if either Mystic or Starro come back.
Well, those are at least two of the players that we have here in our Smash Bros. Team. And
No way.
what I know is that they both plan to come back next year.
Yeah,
So
but I was talking with Mystic and he says he's not sure, but I did tell him I'll go if he does.
So yeah, we have a lot of interest in the game, as I've seen multiple students come up and ask, "Hey, is your esports team still doing tryouts and stuff for Smash Bros?" And sadly, I have to tell them no. But
What do you mean? Sadly, you just had to yell in their face, "No!"
yeah, but we can't be mean. It's not how we. We might not see him next week. So.
Yeah, all right. Well, been fun.
But cutting back to the game here, they seem to have a Mergacy, Bastion, an Ash, Ana, and a Reinhardt. So they have the same tank because Ryan is just respectively the
OP.
best.
Oh, I'm so dead.
But we seem to be defending really well, as they haven't even touched the first point, and it's already been about 2 minutes into their round. Like in our round, we were already near the end of the game
Okay,
for
well,
them.
they seem to have
So Bastion's turret
gotten better of us a little.
Bastion's turret take form here, and so we'll get back here to Rectangle Man as he's waiting for the rest of the team to, for the most part, come back. Because without his heals, he's not really too much.
Oh,
Like a
boy.
good tank's
Oh,
a good
boy.
tank, but
Oh my gosh. I have never seen someone
was
get
a-
dropped so quickly.
that was it wasn't the best push that we could have had, but
That was a little brutal to watch, and
they haven't pushed the payload at all, or at least not much.
yeah, they're obviously pushing you right now, but you know they've still got a ways to go.
The Ryan seems to be at least trying to poke with Fire Strike, but it doesn't seem to be working too awful well.
May seems to be, well, seemed to be getting destroyed.
They're down one. Traded.
Seems our team is struggling just a little. You know, we're obviously in the lead involving rounds, so even if we lose this, we truly have nothing to worry about currently. How many rounds are there?
There's
Yeah, they use a lot.
this will be a best of 5.
Okay, so, and we're on the 4th round right now, right?
No, this will be a best of 5 for total games,
Oh, so
and
we're on the
we have
second
won game 1. This is second game.
Okay,
So if we win this and the next one, we just straight out win.
yeah. I mean, we're kind of guaranteed to win this though, right? Because we're currently, actually wait, no, this is the second round of the second game. I was looking I was thinking of rounds.
Not really. So in Stop the Payload, you have technically 2 rounds, but you swap what you're doing from defense to
Yeah.
offense. And so I guess this could be counted as just 1 game instead of rounds, but
Okay, yeah.
That was only one hole. Oh, that was 2 holes.
because they can both get 3 points, and if so, they'll do like one final one. But it's up to our team here to at least
Stop the payload.
keep them at bay for
It's almost
2
like
minutes.
that's what it says at the top of the screen.
You can do a countdown.
A very
So-
good commentator.
So
He's good shot.
so
We might as well just let the game speak for itself currently.
okay, so we just
I have nano.
so their tank's not doing at least too hot, and we seem to be
We
able to heal ours much more.
We definitely have a better. We definitely have a better Rhine player.
We got the Ryan player, which is the, I guess, ranking wise best on the team.
And well,
But here come
Great
okay.
play.
So we switched from an Ana to a Zenyatta here, who is going to provide some damage, but also have a good healing factor as well.
That should definitely help, considering we've been getting bomb rushed.
Okay, so we switched off of Kiriko and to Ana, so now we have Ana Zen, which isn't too awful bad. And then we've got
Ryan, obviously.
Ryan as always.
We love Ryan.
There's rarely a time that you won't see us playing with Ryan Hurt, as he's just our go-to tank.
I mean, there's nothing. You seem to have like almost no flaws with him, other than poor decision making, occasionally by our team. But
That's
that's with every team.
in a form like that, you couldn't really do too much besides it.
Oh, we are.
Our Widows seem to have got a bit of a,
They're getting very close to winning this. Oh
but
my gosh.
this is the same place that we were at last game.
Contested. Oh boy.
So I think that we might be able to just keep them
We
at
just
bay
need,
for the
yeah,
most
we
part.
we need to hold them.
We
where
killed
they're at.
most of their team just here, so
Team kill.
yeah. So we got a team
We
kill
killed their whole
here.
team.
They should be respawning soon, but the bad part is they'll be respawning as a team, so they won't have to wait too much, and the time's gonna be a bit less.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
That's a little scary to see.
with Widow's infrared, it allows them to see like through walls and stuff. But so
Axe.
so what all like questions would you have about the game that you've seen from today?
Yeah, Paul.
Out, John.
I don't really know if I have any,
No, not yet.
Not again.
other than how do I make sure I never play this game.
I mean, the game's pretty fun. I'm not really into the competitive scene for it,
Yeah.
but at least just
Obviously-
casually, it's
obviously,
really fun.
if I ever played this game, I'd only play it for fun.
Yeah,
The problem is, this does not look like a game you can only play for fun.
you can. There's different casual modes like
Well, yeah,
quick
but the
play
second you
and
queue up with someone who thinks that they're a pro player, you know.
that does happen, but that's just how people
Okay,
compete.
we got less than 30 seconds left. We seem to
Okay.
be doing pretty good.
So instead of our May, we now have a Torb who's got his turret down to do a little bit of extra
I
damage.
said it, Dave. Fire strike once.
And we seem to be holding them at bay pretty good.
So in at least about 10 seconds, we should be able to win this unless they contest it. But I don't see that happening in the near future.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just saw Tracer. Just
So we got their
flail
Tracer,
over
which
them.
was their only chance at success here.
And we just won.
And there goes the second game to AHS.
It seems like, man, it seems like it's kind of like the second round that we seem to struggle a little. We seem to dominate first round. Second game, Xavier realizes like they get their stuff together.
Yeah. So I think that if there were a tie and then a third game, I think Xavier would have probably a better chance at winning. We've got to win one more, so here we'll go to we'll just put up the starting soon screen, and we'll take a bit of a break for y'all to get a drink, get some snacks, do whatever you feel like.
Or turn off the stream.
Do keep the stream on though, please.
Up to
And
you.
we'll be back on whenever the game starts. All
And
right,
we are back.
we're back here on the Rialto, I believe. So
I mean, I don't think
seems
they're-
like this is gonna be another payload round, at least from what I can gather. So let's see what all like the chat has to say. Since why not? We gotta mix some things up. So
From Random E.
They got it near the end.
Well,
but
I guess.
I'll be honest,
so
guys.
the next one says, do we have an Apex team? And Apex Legends is just like a first-person shooter, similar to Overwatch, but due to like state standards as well as school standards, we do not and we won't in the foreseeable future have one of those. We do have a few other games planned, but we'll talk more about those near
Why don't
the.
you name some of the games that we might have?
At least the ones that we are for certain about. We have Overwatch 2 coming back like normal. We've got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which will have an extra team as well next year. And then we'll also have Rocket League, which should be making its return if we get enough players. We're also thinking about expanding into some other varieties, but we're not certain about those, so we will wait before we announce anything.
Looks like Blood was correct about it being another payload round.
So we're escorting the payload already. We seem to have a pretty good start, but Rectangle Man seems to be a bit up in the front run. So okay, this is
Sooner or later he's gonna be down in the.
so this is interesting. Instead of having Reinhardt, they have Orisa here, which is more damage oriented instead of defense. So Ryan will definitely win when it comes to defense.
Yeah, but if it comes to like a one-on-one against them, it seems like.
So Ryan's going a bit ahead. So we'll cut back here and look at our. We'll look over here at Kiriko for a minute, who main role is here to support here, but they also have a good bit of damage dealing potential that they can use here.
Seems like we are way faster at moving the payload.
We're
than Xavier.
we're much better at it, at least in the early stages, though we did only get it to the first checkpoint.
True.
The next
but
two will be harder as it gets closer to their spawn point instead of
Absolutely.
ours. So our Sojourn here seems to be doing a really good job here. Passive noobs. He's a senior with us who can play pretty much any role, and he does all of them well. So seeing him play as good as he is no surprise, but it is still a feat that is great to see.
I can't believe you got shot. Like, that's how dare you.
Do you think you want to join the Overwatch team next year?
Absolutely not. No, thank you.
I've
I
thought
will bring the team down.
I've thought about joining the Overwatch team.
Are you any good?
I'm somewhat good.
I
At
was
least
ready for you to say no.
after seeing our junior varsity team, which also started up this year, I think I could be comparable with the level of play that they have. So I don't think I'd make varsity, but I think I could do somewhat okay. So we'll move over here, I guess, to our Ana. So
Besides, this team is our varsity team, right?
yes, this is our varsity team that has won on multiple occasions with multiple different championships.
And we, what was the one that got everyone letters? When we beat California, correct?
Yeah, so we beat a team up in California, and it was in the Nationals last semester, which led to us becoming the champions of the Delta League for, at the time, the UEFA, which now is the VHL League. So we at least have a really good track record with us, but now we're in the East Coast Division, which is why we're able to stream to you guys, as we don't play at 8 o'clock anymore. And so
That definitely happened.
Reinhardt just got stuck in between Bob, the payload, and the door, which was
It seems like
hilarious. Our Ana's hiding in a bush, which is
It seems like our team isn't worried, though. In all honesty,
We've got an Ash, which is sort of being a bit of a pesky foe for the Widowmaker, but I think the Widow still got the powerhouse and the aiming training that
in all honesty,
would
it seems
prove
like
them
our
successful.
they found the bush.
They did find the bush, that is for certain.
But
So
it seems like our team is more
hide and go seek oriented at this point.
yeah. They seem to just be having fun with the game.
They're having a bit of fun with the game as they have run away with 2 games, but they're still playing really amazing in the process.
They're playing loose, which allows them to not be focused on making no mistakes. They just seem to be focused on having a good time,
Yeah, so
which leads to especially if you're not focused on making mistakes, you start focusing on playing better, but at the same time not playing out of your mind.
yeah, but this is just just having a bit of chillax fun time.
I somehow talked all of that and said nothing.
So we basically. So we've got a 5-player kill streak here, at least for the Sojourn, and it seems that we're about to just absolutely take this third one. Round 1's complete.
Round 1 to us.
We've still got 3 minutes on the clock, just in case if we got to do a third round here. But it seems that we're going to be taking this straight up. So now we're switching sides here to the attack defense. So
If our team
we'll
just,
pull up intermission here.
I think our team right now needs to work on their defense.
I think
We're very good offensively,
but
our defense seems
defense
to
is
be
a bit of lackluster. But I think that with a really good support team, which is something that we are fond to have, but our best
we obviously prefer offense because everyone prefers offense over defense.
our best support is not here today. So sadly, we don't have at least as good of heals as we could get, but the heals we have are still incredible.
That's thunders.
I feel
Especially
weird
with our,
for.
especially with our Ryan play.
I'm over here making hand motions while I talk, and it feels so weird because
This guy's saying a bunch of things he shouldn't say in sign currently.
that is not happening. I do respect the school policies, which is why there's the streams happening in the first place. So I've had a really great time here with esports this last 2 years, and it's just, as you can tell by their gameplay, they're just really welcoming as a team, and they work together really well, and they're really fond of what they do. So just seeing people as passionate as I am about games is just incredible, as I never really thought of other people like that.
Everyone seems to be
So-
pause.
So here soon we will we'll send in for showing the game, but for now we'll just we'll go quiet for just a few minutes, but it shouldn't take too long.
We're way out of position.
And we're back here.
Back. We had
There's some slight technical issues with our main tank player here,
We
but
had some technical difficulties.
It was like that.
Bastion.
You can't see it, but blood just glared at me.
it was, yeah, as I do tech support, so I don't take fondly to that mannerism
I
that
was
he
making
had.
fun of people who say technical difficulties. That is it.
As we have technical
As,
difficulties
as
from
we
time
have
to
a
time.
scene on OBS called Tech
Oh,
Difficulties.
he's won.
So,
Mr. Fire Strike.
it seems that here Orion's doing really good, though, and the healing is more than enough to at least keep him alive. So I think
Well, I
that
hope. That's the point of healing.
We've only really got to hold them, at least for now, for 3 minutes, which shouldn't be too much unless they get to the first point, in which case a bit more time will be added.
They're a little less than halfway to the first point.
But they do have more people pushing it.
That's true, yeah.
So we'll cut over here to Widow, who seems to be at least going for that Bastion in the corner.
Monkey one.
Oh,
All right,
apparently Winton is
Winston went down on the enemy team, which was their main tank. So seems like that we have at least a good place to where we can just defend this payload and wait for them to come. We'll look down at our Sojourn. So, Winston as a tank is a weird choice as we haven't seen him play it yet, which might throw off our team just a little bit. But
it seems to be going pretty decent for Xavier.
seems that our Ryan is still
One of our
so that was a bit of a team kill that they did there.
that was a little dramatic. It's definitely one of the saddest things I've seen. I am lying.
So at least here we've got Bastion, which is like an amazing damage dealer, but sort of lacks on defense.
It's pretty. I think them choosing Winston was honestly pretty smart because they obviously still have their tank, but Winston is dealing way more damage, which especially for offense is working.
So our team's a little rambunctious at that last.
Team's a little emotional. They're crying.
But that's normal for
Crying
something
is normal.
like that. For this game, it kind of is.
I have seen tears in keyboards currently.
Oh, that's not a good mix, personally.
Yeah, no.
Like-
Someone's huntsman just stopped working. I am lying. I am not telling the truth.
Yeah, the school board does sort of watch these, so I'm hoping they don't see this and order us more keyboards that we don't have the budget for.
I am lying. I am lying. Our keyboards are fine.
That's just a legal disclaimer. See, we need one of those legal disclaimers that we like put up on the screen.
Kelly Clark cheers on Ryan.
Go
Hart.
Ryan Hart, as our Ryan Hart is absolutely going like ham for this.
Well, I mean, they've gotten play of the game.
They have gotten play of the game.
Every game.
So, our Ryan Hart being as good as they are.
Ryan Hart being Ryan Hart.
Ryan Hart killing a support and their main tank,
But,
as well as keep
however,
going in.
the payload seems to be close, but it's not as close as it was last time. Hi, Ryan Hart. It's your sister saying hi, and you're doing great.
Tracer there.
Thanks. On behalf of Reinhardt.
So,
Just
so we got the Winston down,
Winton.
and our Ryan Hart here is
As per usual, going
he is
ham.
doing amazing. Probably one of the best ones that we've, at least best tank that we've had in a good few years, as he easily is climbing the ranks faster than most people.
He is clowning on Xavier right now.
He is fighting a tank and a very high damage
He is
dealer.
fighting the whole team.
Basically, and he is winning.
Clearly.
He got two of them with Shatter there.
Put me in, coach!
So you see, we're just trying to have fun here while commentating. So
Yeah, we're definitely having a good time. We have a minute left, and they haven't even made it to the second point yet.
we got a
which is
minute
way
left.
Better
No
than
second
last
point.
time.
And we did just beat most of their team except for Winston at the minute. Oh, Winston and Tracer, I believe.
Winston's probably their best player.
So we shattered Winston there, and the Reinhardt's still, he's doing amazing. So we'll cut over to Sojourn here real quick. Seems to be doing great.
You're doing
So
great.
here, let's look at our let's see what our Widow's been up to here.
Absolutely nothing, as per usual. No, I'm kidding. I am lying.
Our Widow's, they're one of the better hit scans, so they're able to hit more, at least,
Widow
efficiently.
seems to have gotten thermal vision.
Monkey is left up top.
So she got infrared, which goes to
That's
the whole
close
team.
enough. That's close
It
enough.
does. It goes to the whole team, so everybody knows where they are at least.
Yeah, and
Which,
besides, we have 3 seconds left, so
We got 3 seconds, but if they contest, then
well,
it'll be overtime.
Overtime, yeah.
Unless one of them gets on that point there. There we go.
Only on heels, only on heels.
So, at least as of right now, there's not really too much they can do. They're trying to push the point, but
The second they die, like,
our Ryan Hurt's sort of doing as good as he
Destroying.
can.
and you know, as good as
Ryan
he
Hurt's
can
coming back to
is-
deal with this Winston. And as soon as he dies, this is gonna. Oh, and the Tracer of the other team came in to swoop the.
Just like
Alright.
last time, Tracer seems to be desperate.
And there we go. That's our third match that we won.
To us.
And I believe that 15-player kill streak. Ryan Hurt
Oh
is.
my God.
So as you can see, they're all saying GG. So
And apparently
Winston got to play the
got to
game
play
here,
it.
but
let's watch this. Let's just watch
you know there
this.
were two very good tanks going at it. Okay, so it's Winston's ult, and he knocked down like at least looks like 4 of the enemy of our team here.
YouTube might have to go.
So so we're gonna go here. This has been great, but we're hoping that we can at least
Do
you know.
something.
They might play a few more games, but at least as a competitive base, we have, I believe we have officially won. So we'll cut here to intermission for now, and I'll check to see what's going on.